It's Monday, January 9th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daly, and welcome to a new week. You know, we always have an opportunity to start over. Did you have a bad week last week? I hope this one is better. Did you have a good week last week? I hope this one is even better than that one. You know, if you live in Europe, your new week starts today on Monday. If you live in the United States, we start our new week on Sunday, regardless of when it starts. Hope you have a good one. Ryan is a friend of mine on Twitter, and he said you talked about having a broken heart because someone dumped you. I have been trying to get over my broken heart, but it isn't working. This is so stupid. I keep telling myself that she isn't worth it, but I can't seem to get it into my head that I need to move on. Suggestions? You know, sometimes your head doesn't listen, does it? Seriously. And, you know, Ryan, honestly, you can't heal a broken heart with logic, because it isn't that your head that's hurting, it's your heart that's hurting. Make sense? And so really the only place you can go to is your heart. And the only one that can really affect a good healing in your heart is Jesus Christ. Now I want to go to this scripture today. It's found in Matthew chapter 11. It's a great scripture, and I'm going to read it in the Amplified Bible once again. I think you're going to enjoy this one because this really is our answer. Matthew 11:28 through 30. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavily laden and overburdened, and I will cause you to rest. Now, this is a scripture that can be used for not only Ryan in his situation, but so many people that are hurting, that feel heavy in their hearts, that feel overburdened by life around them, who are tired of labor. And it says, I will cause you to rest. And he says three things here. I will ease and relieve and refresh your souls. Now, that's important, folks, because those three things are a progression. First, he says, I will ease. In other words, I will begin to make this burden, this thing that overwhelms you, a little easier, a little lighter, a little less stinging. I will begin the process. That's where he starts. I will ease, and then he says, I will relieve. You know, relief is a wonderful feeling. You ever been driving along and all of a sudden somebody in front of you stops and you know you can't stop in time, and so you swerve as quickly as you can and you dodge the car and you just miss him and you get to the other lane and everything's fine and you go, and your heart is racing, and it feels so good realizing that you're okay. You didn't have that accident. You're relieved. And that's what he's saying. It's the same word. I will ease, and then I'll relieve that feeling of, and then he says, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to refresh your soul. Well, that's even better, isn't it? Refresh. In other words, I'm going to make it feel a whole lot better, and I'm going to bring to you something that refreshes you, something that's fresh, something new. So I will ease and relieve and refresh your soul. And then he says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle, meek, and humble, lowly in heart, and you will find rest. And here he says it again, relief and ease and refreshment. And then he adds two more, recreation and blessed quiet for your soul. I like that. And then he says, for my yoke is wholesome, useful, good, not harsh, hard, sharp, or pressing, but comfortable, gracious, pleasant. And my burden is light and easy to be borne. Well, this is a great scripture. And this really is the scripture that applies. So, Pastor Bob, are you saying that all I have to do is believe this scripture, pray that God will give it to me, and it's done? It's not quite that easy. It's a process. You may not feel it the first day or the second day, but if you give God your heart and you ask him to refresh it, to ease it, to relieve it, he'll begin the process. It's a great process. And then you can also say, his yoke is easy and his burden is light. God has gotten me through. Hope that's an encouragement for you, Ryan, and I hope that it's an encouragement for all of you that are going through some heavy times. God bless you. Have a great day.